In a world drowning in information, one man dreamed of a way to organize it all. His journey wasn't just about building a company, it was about building the digital architecture of our modern lives. It's a story that starts not in a garage, but in a childhood home filled with the hum of early computers and culminates in an empire that has forever changed how we connect with the world and with each other. This is the story of Larry Page and the audacious dream that became Google. Born in Michigan in 1973, Larry Page didn't just stumble into the world of technology. He was born into its very heart. His parents, Carl and Gloria Page, were trailblazers in computer science and artificial intelligence. Their home wasn't just a place to live. It was a living laboratory, a sanctuary of circuit boards, tech magazines, and the constant, exciting buzz of innovation. While other kids played outside, young Larry was navigating the digital frontier on a primitive personal computer, a rare sight in homes at the time. This unique upbringing wasn't just an advantage. It was the soil in which the seeds of a revolution were planted. His early education under the Montessori method further sharpened his mind, encouraging a spirit of independence, creativity, and a relentless curiosity to understand how things work, and how they could work better. It was here that his innate ability to deconstruct complex systems and reassemble them in more efficient ways began to flourish. Even as a young student, he was ahead of his time, turning in his elementary school homework on a word processor.
Oh,
Kinks and with Lee and Wit in a way and after I'm in Lent since I'm in a way and so well as someone we and as Larry grew, so did his ambition. During his time at the University of Michigan, his passion for technology transformed into a burning desire to make a tangible impact on the world. He wasn't just a brilliant student who excelled academically, he was a restless inventor, constantly tinkering and conceiving bold new ideas. He was driven by a vision of how technology could solve real-world problems and fundamentally improve human life. It was at Michigan that he crossed paths with Sergey Brin, another bright mind who shared his intense curiosity and would become his indispensable partner in the journey ahead. Even before Google, Larry's inventive spirit was on full display. He designed an inkjet printer built from Lego bricks, a playful project that foreshadowed the principles of 3D printing. He drafted proposals to create a more efficient automated bus system for the university. His mind was a whirlwind of projects, each one a testament to his belief that technology held the key to a better future. But it was a story he read at the tender age of 12 that truly crystallized his life's mission. Reading a biography of the brilliant inventor Nikola Tesla, Page was deeply moved not only by Tesla's genius, but also by his tragic end, dying in debt and obscurity despite his world-changing contributions. In that moment, a profound realization struck him. It wasn't enough to simply invent something revolutionary. To truly change the world, an invention needed a viable business strategy to ensure its impact could be spread far and wide, benefiting all of humanity. This lesson would become a guiding principle for the rest of his career. The next chapter of his journey took him to the prestigious grounds of Stanford University, where he pursued his PhD. It was in the fertile intellectual environment of Silicon Valley that his life's work would truly begin. One night, a powerful idea came to him in a dream. He awoke with a startlingly clear vision. What if he could download the entire web and just keep the links? This seemingly simple concept was a paradigm shift. He wasn't just thinking about searching for keywords. He was thinking about understanding the relationships between all the pages on the internet. This dream was the genesis of a project he and Sergey Brin started in 1996, which they called Backrub. The name was a nod to its method of analyzing a website's importance by checking the backlinks pointing to it. At the core of this project was a groundbreaking algorithm Larry developed, which he named PageRank. It was a stroke of genius. Instead of just counting keywords, PageRank determined a page's importance by the quality and quantity of other pages linking to it, essentially using the collective intelligence of the web to rank its own content. Backrub quickly proved to be vastly superior to any existing search engine, and it became the foundation for the global phenomenon we now know as Google. With the launch of Google in 1997, Larry Page stepped into the role of its first CEO. He was the visionary, the driving force behind the company's audacious mission. However, the path of a founder is rarely a straight line. As Google grew at an explosive rate, the pressures mounted. Internal disagreements and the growing pains of a rapidly scaling startup led to a period of crisis. In 2001, recognizing the need for more experienced management, Page made the difficult decision to step aside as CEO, making way for Eric Schmidt. Though he was no longer at the helm, his influence never waned. He remained deeply involved, focusing on product development and strategy, but his heart was always in leadership. A decade later, in 2011, Larry Page returned to the CEO position, armed with a renewed and even bolder vision. He was no longer just the founder of a search engine. He was the leader of a technology giant, and he was determined to push its boundaries further than ever before. He streamlined the company, cut through bureaucracy, and instilled a culture of moonshot thinking, encouraging teams to tackle massive, world-changing problems. His biggest move, however, was yet to come. In 2015, Page orchestrated a masterful and unprecedented corporate restructuring. He announced the creation of Alphabet Inc., a new parent company that would oversee Google and a collection of other ambitious ventures, from self-driving cars to life extension technologies. Google would become a leaner, more focused subsidiary, while Page would ascend to the role of CEO of Alphabet. This brilliant move liberated him and his team to pursue long-term, higher-risk projects without being constrained by the quarterly demands of Google's core advertising business. He led Alphabet until 2019, cementing his legacy not just as a founder, but as one of the most forward-thinking business architects of our time. Through it all, Larry Page has been guided by a set of core beliefs that are as inspiring as his achievements. He taught us to always deliver more than expected, pushing past the status quo to create something truly magical. He reminded us that good ideas are always crazy until they're not, championing the courage to pursue unconventional thoughts that have the power to reshape industries. He also understood the pitfalls of complacency, noting lots of companies don't succeed over time. What do they fundamentally do wrong? They usually miss the future. This philosophy drove him to constantly look over the horizon, to skate to where the puck was going to be. His view on leadership was equally profound. My job as a leader is to make sure everybody in the company has great opportunities and that they feel that they are having a meaningful impact and are contributing to the good of society. From a boy fascinated by computers in a Michigan home to the architect of a global information empire, Larry Page's journey is a powerful testament to the impact one bold idea can have. He didn't just build a search engine. He organized our digital world, empowering billions with access to information and connection. The story proves that with relentless perseverance, a touch of audacity, and a team that shares your vision, you can not only achieve the impossible, but redefine what the world sees as possible. He dared to think differently, and in doing so, he changed the world for us all.